Well, there we have it. Just broke. Josh Battle wants to play for the Hawks, will play for the Hawks, is going to leave St Kilda to play for the Hawks. I kind of feel like maybe all in our, we just all had that feeling that it was going to happen anyway, but we all had this hope that maybe something could happen, but as losing someone as important as him isn't going to be easy to replace. But like I said in one of my trade talks the other day, there's not much we can do. There's not much we could have done. Offer more money. Offer him more than Hawthorn. At the end of the day, if he wants to go to Hawthorn, he's going to want to go to Hawthorn, and we're going to have to facilitate that. The big question mark is, which looks like it's still not confirmed based on this article I'm reading, is what we get back. As they say, as for what St Kilda gets in return of Battle departing, that is still unsure, given it relies on the pay packet handed to him by the Hawks. The Saints will hope to turn the 25-year-old's compensation into a first-round selection. The deal can be done as soon as October 4, when the free agency period opens. Battle will likely join West Coast key defender Tom Barrass as Hawthorn's, as the new destination being Hawthorn. So, and he requested the trade only a couple of days ago. So, the last I heard was that there was a potential chance that we weren't going to get that top first round compensation that everyone's been talking about. And that's kind of, the crux of it is, okay, we're not happy to let go of a star player, but we're happy to let go of a player of this importance if we get the compensation that we believe it warrants. Ben Mackay was pick 3 last year. Obviously things change in a year's time, but considering the fact he's probably going to finish top 5 in our BNF, he was our second best defender behind Cal Wilkie. He's going to be paid upwards of $850,000 a year. Apparently, it needs to be 900 plus for it to trigger band 1 compensation, but I don't think it's solely based on how much he's earning, but also the extent of how long the contract is, his age, everything about him. Apparently, all of that goes into play. So I'm hoping, as just a way to kind of soften the blow, if you will, we get a first-round draft pick for Josh Battle, because that at least unlocks doors for us to facilitate other trades. If we want to stick to the draft and just draft 2 young kids in the top 10, that'd be also very good. It does allow us to maneuver a few other situations that I've talked about already. And if we don't get that, and it's a pick in the late 20s, which is what they've talked about, between 25 and 29, we just have to, that's one of those lucky dip ones where you might get a player and he might be a gun, and it's not that we've not done that before, but it's not an ideal situation, because only yesterday I was talking about how strong this backline's been. You've got Battle there, you've got Wilkie, and you've got Howard, and they've all done their job, and they work as a team really well. They support each other really well. So we either try and find someone to replace him from another club, or we draft a defender, which I don't think is going to happen because that just takes too long to develop, and we need mids, and that's the priority. Or we look internally and see, is Caminiti going to be that man? Is Caminiti going to be that centre-half back? Is it going to be Ari Shawmaker? Straight off the bat. That's a lot of pressure for a young kid. We're going to put him straight there from round 1 and hope that it works. What do we do? Zane Cordy, he's still technically on the list, isn't he? Does he play? There's a lot of question marks now. It's kind of one of those things where when you lose a key position player, you can lose a mid or two, a winger, a small forward. They're pretty easy to replace. But when you're replacing a fullback or a centre-half back or a ruckman or a full forward, and we've invested so much in him for a long time, that does hurt. It's a bit of a punch in the guts. There's a lot of tweets going out, a lot of people Yeah, just very upset. Josh has gone Hawk. Just heard the news. Can only hope the compo pick is sufficient. This is all on Twitter. Houston, we have a problem. Battle gone. Yeah, it's not great when that happens. You know, Hawthorn are now, they've got Sicily, Barras, and Battle. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But one player doesn't make a club. I mean, he's a very handy player, and it's really disappointing. The club is also just actually right up as I've been doing this video. That's how good this timing is. Right on the pulse, Saners. So subscribe. I'm right on the pulse. Got nothing better to do. The club has just tweeted, all the best bats. Josh Battle has today informed the club that he will pursue free agency opportunities with Hawthorn moving into next season. We thank Josh for his 8 years of service and we wish him and his young family all the best. Hashtag thanks bats. And that's it. And he's come out and he said, I came to this club while I was still in high school and couldn't have asked for a better place to grow, both as a footballer and as a person. I now have a young family of my own, and in planning for our future, I've come to the difficult decision to move on from my time at the Saints. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you're moving down the road and we would have paid you the same amount of money. So it's not just a family decision. He wants to just play for the club that he grew up supporting, and you know, he thinks that they're closer to a flag than us. Like, to be honest, the club has been fantastic throughout this entire process, and I leave so grateful for the support they've shown both my family and I. I'd like to thank all my teammates, coaches, and staff who have made my time at the Saints so special, as well as the Saints fans who have embraced me from day one. David Misson said, while we're clearly disappointed to be losing a person of Josh's talent and character, he leaves us with our best wishes for this next chapter for his young family. So it's been nice. Bats, I got to chat to him a few times, and he's an absolutely top person. He's one of those, you know, people you want at a football club, especially if you're striving for greatness. And he's an ultimate professional. He's very, very good at what he does. He's got a lovely family, and I wish him all the best. It's just, yeah, it's always tough when you see a good person, but also a good player leaving your footy club. When you think you're getting somewhere, now we have to kind of shuffle the deck chairs and see what happens. So that's trade talk. Saners just on Josh Battle, just broke. Josh Battle is going to sign with the Hawthorn Football Club. We are yet to determine what the compensation pick will be. No doubt the Saints are going to be pushing hard for a first round pick. October 4, that's when the gates open. That's when this will all happen. This is when Josh Battle will become a Hawthorn player. So thanks for the years, Josh. You've been amazing, mate. You've had an unbelievable last couple of years. You're one of my favourite players in that back half. You're an ultimate professional. Always put your body on the line. And I wish you nothing but the best. Except for when we play you next year. You know, just let us kick a few goals. That'd be nice. So on that note, Saners, that's trade talk. Thanks very much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And obviously subscribe for more trade talks. Like. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. And as always, go you mighty Saners. See you guys.